Hi, y'all. It's Neva from Manic Mama Musings, and this is Mental Health Monday because it's a Monday, and that's what we do is mental health on a Monday. Yeah. So, I have not made any progress on my snake, so we will not be showing that today. I'm sorry, but I'm not even sure, except for that I had a flare or something last week and wasn't really thinking about snaking. Um, I crochet, just not the snake. So today I want to talk about that it's okay to turn the news off. I say this because I'm the kind, okay, I have one sister that I don't know if she still does it, but I know at one time all she watched was reality shows and the news, it seemed like. And I don't get reality shows. I don't have reality in my own life. And there's reality shows just over dramatic. You get the idea. If I'm gonna watch a reality show, at that time it was gonna have to be a single mom with kids just like mine and living exactly how I was living. That was not happening. And then, so I could get some pointers. And then the news. I just have always been that person that if I watch the news, because we don't ever see on the news that, oh, I mean, so and so just donated $1 million to this, or it's hardly ever good news. And I realize it, but if I think about the negative too long, if I have it going in all the time, then I have a problem with that's all my brain wants to think about is whatever tragedy is happening at this time. Okay. Can't control it. I can tell myself, take it in, process it, and then let it go. But that's not how my brain works. Everybody's brain works different. And I've been told so many times, well, you need to watch the news to stay up to date on the recent, what's going on. And of course, I'm sure you know I'm talking about right now, talking about the stuff that's going on in Ukraine, but it's been lots of stuff. COVID. I got so tired of COVID popping up and then seeing my problem on social media was the ugly people were showing each other about wearing masks, not wearing masks, vaccinating, not that all has slowed down. And now it's the Ukraine, and yes, they should report about it. We should know about it. But then after that, how much more can we do? Yes, we can buy from Ukraine Etsy sellers and stuff, but that's about it. Sitting there watching it all day and seeing what's happening, your heart is already hurting for those people. Now, if you enjoy watching the news and you can handle it, then go right ahead and that's okay. I myself, and I know I'm not alone, if I do that, then you guys, I'm probably going to bed for a while and going to be very depressed. And that's not doing anyone any good because my brain starts overthinking it and worrying, and uh, my heart's breaking for these people. And so, me being depressed, me having anxiety over it, is not helping them, and it's only hurting me and the people around me. It is a real thing. If your brain doesn't work that way, that's okay. Count yourself lucky. My brain does work that way. Um, I overthink things. How many years ago was that, babe? We had a young man go into our library, our city library, and he shot up the library.
I want to say it was 5 years ago.
And it was everywhere. I went on Facebook, and my friends that live here were just all, I mean, there was a lot of speculations and blame throwing, like finger pointing, like it's parents' fault, it's this fault, it's that fault, and I was scared because there was rumors that that he wasn't alone in this, that there were people going to do some bombings, and we live in a small country town. Like, we are not very big. We have a lot of crime for such a small place, but we are not very big. And I was very scared to leave the house. COVID had me afraid to leave the house. Like I stayed home a lot, which I know we were supposed to. But even now, like I don't want to go out and people because nobody wants to wear the mask mandate got lifted, so even those people that were willing to wear it aren't wearing their masks. Um, my honey and I got it, and we both are very diligent about wearing our masks. We're both vaccinated. We still got it, and you can say, well, that's proof that the mask and the vaccine don't work. Well, if we didn't have the vaccine, it probably would have been a lot worse, at least for me, because I do have lung issues, is the way I look at it. So I'm thankful for my vaccine. And then the mask, you wearing a mask is supposed to keep you from making someone else sick. Okay. So it's not, and so I will leave my opinion there, but you get the gist. And I'm not preaching mask or no mask and stuff. My thing is that there was so much ugly about all that, and now I go out, no one's wearing a mask. I'm still going to wear my mask. Even though I still caught it, I'm going to wear my mask. I'm going to social distance when possible. Am I going to start living my life? Yes, because supposedly our cases are not that high. But I still want, I feel like I've been shut in this house and I've kind of forgotten how to live a little bit, and with the stuff going on in the Ukraine, I feel like I need to get out of the house and out of my own little, you know, headspace. And so yesterday I went to my sister's. By the way, that was a surprise. Like I was blindfolded the whole way, and it was so much fun and it was great. And then today I'm going to get my septum pierced, and we're going out of town. We're going to go out to eat. We're going to go to some craft. Like I want to hit all the stuff that we don't have here. Do all the stuff. And so I'm looking forward to that. And then Tuesday we're gonna go watch the new Batman, because Tuesday is we have a Tuesdays, it's $5 each, per person for the movies. And so Batman came out Friday, and we are gonna go and no, it came out, yeah, yeah, Friday. It came out Friday, and we're gonna go watch the new Batman on Tuesday. I'm excited for that. We've watched what, one movie since like 2020, since it all started, right? And that was Aretha Franklin. That was
I think so,
Respect.
yeah.
We went to see Respect. And so, and I'm not a huge movie theater loving person anyway, but every once in a while it's fun to go experience a movie at the theater. And so we're going to go do that. I'm excited for that stuff. Um and at the same time, my thoughts go to, I hope this thing in the Ukraine doesn't last very long, and that um it I don't even know the words to put to it, but my thoughts go to those people. So um it is okay to shut it off. It's okay to leave social media alone for a while. Me, I go on and I just post nonsense most of the time. Stuff I find funny, stuff that I think someone needs advice with, that kind of stuff. I don't usually join in the drama. I don't, if things like, if I see a bunch of posts that are just, I can handle someone posting about the Ukraine if it's not something hateful or I think ridiculous. That's fine. I can see it on social media. In fact, that's okay. But like the whole virus thing, like people just got so ugly to each other. And then I fed off that energy, and I would get angry and I'd get sad. And so I don't, if there's a post and I start looking at it and I get even kind of a feeling, I just hide that post. I don't have to read that person's post. So you don't, even on social media, you don't, I mean, I did unfollow some people because they had different views than I did, and I'm okay with different views, but they were very adamant that I had to believe the way they believed. that part I can't. I don't want to handle that. Like I shouldn't have to. No, you don't have to believe the way I believe. I don't have to believe. Let's just have mutual respect and show each other kindness. That's the way I look at it. So it is okay. It is okay to not watch the news. It is okay to not engage in conversations where I do not like to discuss politics. And the reason being because my dad was he was the kind of man, he he was complicated. But the one thing I remember is as far as politics went, he was right and nobody else was. Which is kind of funny. I'm not going to go into it, but just things that are happening now, I don't know where he would which way he would go. But so in my house, any discussion of politics was a scary one. You know, you didn't dare disagree with him. You didn't. When I was young, I was against the death penalty. My dad was for it. He used to ask me questions like that, telling me I needed to have an opinion, and then when I told him I didn't believe in the death penalty, then he got angry at me. Well, you tell me I'm supposed to have an opinion, but when it's different than yours, you know what I mean? Um, yeah. So, um, I just I feel like it's okay to not engage with people like that. I love my daddy. He did the very best he could, and he was a very stubborn man. And you can love someone and love that about them, but still hate how they act when they are provoked, I guess you could say. But don't engage with those people, and that's easier said than done a lot of times. But I don't post political stuff on my Facebook or my Instagram. Every once in a while here on my YouTube, I tell my own personal feelings about something, but I try not to really get into stuff. But, you know, if social media becomes too much, don't participate in it for a while. YouTube, there are times when I've gotten frustrated or something and taken a little break because I needed that mental break from YouTube. I love talking to you guys. I love reading your comments. I love watching other YouTubers. But there sometimes is a point where, I mean, I'm still a person and this is the thing. I'm not a professional YouTuber. I do not get paid for this. So when it is not bringing me joy and I don't feel like I can be of help to someone else, I need to take a step back and go. And that I think is that is anything. That is not life. You can't really take a step back, but you can kind of just stay to yourself for a while and have some mental health days. Um, the news, even if you like watching it, but things are just real negative and you're finding yourself reacting to it, take a break for a little while. Social media, it can be very good, it can be very bad. If you're finding that when you get on your Facebook or your Instagram or Twitter, whatever you do, and it's just making you angry or sad or all of that, and you have, then stop for a while. I mean, if it's not something that is necessary for you to live and it brings you that much, you know, for you to live and pay your bills, and then maybe stop for a while and take some time for you, because that's okay. It is okay to disengage with the stuff happening around the world, because when you decide to engage again, it's still going to be there. And especially the stuff that you can't do anything to control, if you need to kind of shut that out, that's okay. Don't feel bad for that. I have so many people tell me, well, you need to stay informed on what's going on at the Ukraine. I know what's happening. And every once in a while, I update myself. I do not have to watch the news every day to 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 be a good person, and to no. Some people, they love the news and they love absorbing all that. I do not. I absorb all that negative and it stays in me and it just feels horrible for me. I get physically ill and mentally ill. So I don't. So that's my mental health Monday. I'm going to vlog my day today because I'm going to get my septum pierced. I'm going for my birthday dinner. I always get a birthday dinner. And yesterday, yes, I did have pizza, but we always go out to eat for my birthday, like out. And the pizza was at the house, which would have been fine if that's all, but that's what we're doing today. I get to have time with my husband and my kiddos And I love that, and it makes me happy. And that's what we're going to do today. And we're not going to talk about politics, and we're not going to dwell on anything that is too sad or ugly, because we're going to have a beautiful day. And then tomorrow, I will still be celebrating life because this year, I'm celebrating life. And since this is the beginning for me of a whole new year, 365 days since my last birthday, then I'm going to focus on living life. Even if that means that all of a sudden we're back on lockdown. Oh, knock on something even. No. But, and I just am out in my little garden enjoying it because I loved walking out there. I had so much flowers last year, and you walk out and you saw butterflies and bees everywhere, and I loved it. And so even if it's just living life from where I can, that's what I'm going to do, and I'm encouraging all of you to do that. Live life, show kindness, do random acts of kindness when you can, pay it forward when you can, and if you can't do either one of those things, just be kind. But a random act of kindness, if you think that you got to spend money, sometimes that's just a text out of nowhere telling somebody good morning or hello, how are you doing, beautiful, or that is that's an act of kindness also. So I love y'all. I really am going to end it now, and I will see y'all later. Mwah.